What's up? It's Andy here from Mr. and Mrs. Delicious. And today we're going to show you how to make a simple large cheese pizza from scratch. We're going to go over how to make the dough from scratch, and we're going to add some cheese and tomato sauce, and we're going to make a really nice pizza. Okay, so let's go over the ingredients first. You'll need salt, your active dry yeast, you're going to need water, flour, and you're going to need a big stainless steel bowl. That's just going to make life easy. You can do all this on the counter, but a bowl's easier. So you're going to take your yeast and you're going to spread it and mix it into just lukewarm water, just barely warm. This activates the yeast and doesn't kill the yeast. Next, you're going to take your salt and you're going to pour that into your flour, and you're going to mix that together as a dry mixture. This mixes it evenly when it's dry. You're going to take your yeast and your water, you're going to mix it into the flour, and you're going to try and absorb as much water as possible. Great, that's looking very nice. So all of these ingredients, the exact amounts are going to be in the description below. So go down there and just check out, and you know exactly how much of each ingredient to use. Okay, so I'm just going to keep working in the dough. Try and get more and more of the flour mixed in. I'm going to pull some of the loose dough off my fingers and try and mix that in. Right here I have some basil, some fresh basil leaves. We're going to cut some of those up and infuse them into the dough. If you have it, use it. If you don't, not a big deal. The dough still tastes pretty great without the basil. Okay, so we're going to continue to knead up the dough. I'm going to continue to pinch more flour onto the dough and make sure rip new parts of the dough and just try and get every area that's still a little bit sticky covered with new flour, and just try and get some more of that in. Once the flour is pretty much in and you've kneaded it for a long while, we're going to clean up our area. I'm going to get a pot just because I find it's easier with the lid. Going to get a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to give everything a light coat of oil, and this just prevents sticking, and it gives a nice beautiful flavor texture to the dough as well. Now if you're looking to eat this pizza right away, I would leave the dough for roughly 3 hours outside at room temperature, and then the dough can rise a bit. If you do have time, leave the dough overnight in the fridge, and that will allow the dough to rise really nicely. And essentially the more time it has to rise in the fridge is the nicest way for me. I find it rises just perfectly in the fridge. So now we're just going to simply apply our tomato sauce, and I just went with a good canned sauce that I generally, it's one of my go-tos. And then I'm just going to apply the shredded mozzarella cheese, and we're going to bake that at 350 for roughly 15 minutes, and if it needs to go in longer, then it does. Make sure to turn your notifications on when you subscribe. That way you can get notified when we upload our next delicious video. Have a wonderful day.